What is up, guys? My name is Chris, or Pixelated depending on where you're finding me. But yeah, I'm here to talk to you guys about my first deployment ever. And judging by the title, you guys know where it's at. It was to PSAB. And PSAB, if you do your Google, your due diligence, you'll find out that it's in Saudi Arabia. And yeah, I was there for 6 months in the fall, winter, spring time period. So got there at the end of the heat, left before it got too hot again, which I lucked out there. But the cold, pretty cold. It got pretty cold there. I was on night shift too, so never really saw the sun that much unless I was going to go to sleep, or I woke up sometime while I was sleeping to go to the restroom or something, or if I decided to wake up early that day and you know, go to the shop on base. Sorry, but yeah, overall experience, I'd give it a solid 9, 8.5 out of 10. There were some pros and cons, which I'm going to get into in the later segments, and everything is down below. So if you want information, if you want a lot of information, watch the whole video. If you're looking for something just specific, hopefully one of the categories down below will help you with that. And if not, you guys can just leave a question in the comments, and I'll do my best to tell you what I know. So first off, all of you are probably wondering, the most obvious question is, what is tent life like? PSAB's really known for, at least when I was doing my research, it was known as Tent City. You can literally go on YouTube and look up Tent City and you can watch it being built. So tent life was not bad. It definitely differs depending on your career field though. For me, I'm in maintenance, airfield, so we work all day, 24 hours, someone's always at work, and so your tents are full of people who are always sleeping, and that means that lights are never on and stuff like that. So my tent life was a little bit different from others. I know that walking past tents with their doors open, or you can even hear inside of it, people will be doing like smash tournaments, or they'd have all their lights on because they were all on day shift, or they were, at least for everybody in the tent was on the same shift, so they could all be awake at the same time, and all the lights were on at the same, you know, when they would all be awake or whatever. My tent, however, was not like that, so I would just walk through the middle aisle with my phone, a little flashlight, and just go to my tent. Yeah, overall wasn't bad. Obviously, you know, you're living with other people, so you're not supposed to have drinks. You can have like a case of water, a crate of water in your tent, but you're not supposed to have any food or beverages, as in like soda, Gatorade, or anything like that. You're not supposed to, at least not out where it can be seen. But don't keep trash in your tent, please. I know too many people that their tent mates got mice into their tents, or etc. Or we had one guy in our tent that had a whole trash bag full of trash, and luckily we caught him because we had to do like a had to like renovate the tent in a way, had to install these tent liners for the winter months. So luckily we caught him on that and had to take that out. You don't want to be that person, okay? Just throw out your trash. You're a grown adult on a mission in another country. Like, just take your trash out. You're not gonna be living in a tent the whole time anyway, so you have to leave at some point. Even if you go to the bus or you're walking to work, depending on where your work is, just take the trash. There's dumpsters literally everywhere. So that's my little mini rant, just for you guys, because I don't see how it's so hard to not throw away trash. All right, so now that mini rant's done, workload. So similar to tent life, your workload differs based on your career, which is pretty obvious. I shouldn't have to say that, but just for the sake of saying it, my workload as aircraft maintenance, we had 12-hour shifts every day of the week, but we had one day off. At least for my section, we had a day off. I think everybody did have a day off, but I think you can work every day. Like, legally, you can work every day. But we were given a day off, which was amazing. Only worked 12-hour shifts. There was a little time period where we were down to 8s, but we went back up to 12s. And ultimately, 12-hour shifts weren't that bad. I know, like, at least for me back at home base where I am right now, we work 8-hour shifts, but 12s definitely help deployment go by a lot faster. I mean, you're literally working 12 hours, going to sleep for, you know, 6, 8, maybe less, maybe more hours, and then whatever you gotta do in between or on your day off. I mean, the time goes by fast. So I personally loved the 12-hour shift. It got the deployment over with. You know, you're always tired, so when you go to sleep, you go to sleep. You don't have to like struggle or anything like that to fall asleep. But I don't know, I liked it. It wasn't that bad. When it came to workload, you know, if you're in maintenance field, you know what I'm saying. You know, jets will do what they're gonna do, and so workload was just kind of the usual. We're doing a lot more flying, so maybe there's more workload, but I honestly can't remember what work was like before the deployment, other than nothing. I don't know. All I can think of is this deployment. So I'm excited to go back to work and see how easy it should be, maybe, but who knows. When it comes to base amenities, there are multiple options. You got haircuts on base, you have a BX, you have a morale tent, or the MWR. I call it the morale tent, but basically the morale tent has some TVs for you guys to play PlayStation or Xbox, Switch, even whatever you guys want to bring. If you guys bring your consoles, they actually have games there that you can rent. You give them your CAC and you can use the game until you give it back. Same thing, they also have actual consoles there. So if you don't have one, you can go there, rent a controller, rent a game, and go play. It is kind of a struggle, at least right now with COVID. I know before I left, they reduced the amount of TVs that you guys could actually use. And plus, everybody's always wanting a game. I mean, that's just the thing. But if you, depending on your shift or depending on when you go, you might find a quiet time. Normally around when it first opens. My quiet time, like I said, I was on night shift, so on my days off, I would go there around 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and be nobody there, and that was the best time to play. So there's also Ethernet ports for you guys with laptops if you guys want to do homework, you guys want to FaceTime, or a PC game, whatever you guys want to do. They have Ethernet ports there for you guys to also do, and it's kind of like a check-in, check-out kind of service as well, also timed. But when it comes to schooling, I know that's also very important because you're deploying, but you guys want to still focus on college. There is a library. There's a library there, a resource center, and you guys can go there and do your work in quiet. There's internet, so that is a resource for you. As far as I know, for the there are no clip. Sorry. Sorry, I don't know why my voice just decided to shut off mid-sentence, but there are no clip classes there, at least when I was there. But, you know, look into it if that's what you fancy. But yeah, for schooling, there are resources there too. And also the library has a little limited selection of books. If you guys want to check one out and read, you know, that's for you. There also, when it comes to water, there's water coolers all around base. And whenever you get there, they'll tell you how to find them. So you don't have to worry about water. Water's everywhere, whether it's warm or cold, who knows? Most likely warm, but hey, water's water, and if you're thirsty, you're thirsty. So the option is there for you. When it comes to food, there is a dining facility for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and midnight chow on both the tent side and the flight line side. They're open during select hours, which you'll learn all these hours once you get there. I'm not gonna like spill all the information on here because I don't know, OPSEC, I don't know what I should and should not say. So if this video stays up, then I know I did everything good, and if it gets deleted, oops. But yeah, there's also a 24/7 sandwich kind of make your own sandwich kind of place on the tent side of base, and so you can go there and get your own wrap or sandwich. The breakfast hours, all you really have is like bagels and English muffins and muffins. So not a good selection. At least I personally hated the breakfast there, so I would just starve or hopefully have a snack or something and just wait until they switch back to their normal wraps or sandwiches, and then go and get some. If you guys are going in the fall, I can't speak for the summer because I don't know. I'm not there in the summer, obviously, but for the fall, winter, and spring, a lot of the holidays, they do a lot of cooking, special meals for you guys, and those meals are fantastic. When it comes time for it, I highly recommend you guys go into it. Even if you're on night shift, I was on night shift, and I'd get to my tent around like 10 a.m. and these food options wouldn't open up till 11. And I know what you're thinking, it's like, oh, it's 1 hour, it's whatever. But you know, at the end of a 12-hour shift, a lot of people just want to go straight to sleep. And if that is you, I mean, that's go for it. That's what I did. But I highly recommend, if the holiday meal is going on that day, you just push it an extra hour, go with a group of your friends or your whole section or whatever. Just go get the food because it's amazing. It's so good compared to your everyday stuff, and you're really gonna miss out if you don't. But yeah, I highly recommend it. The food's good. There's a good selection. There's always some protein, some vegetables, carbs, and some other stuff. Sometimes it's questionable stuff, but hey, I mean, you know, it's food, and I didn't die, so good luck. So for recommendations, what I recommend you guys to do or to bring with you on this deployment, to PSAB at least, I recommend if you have anything that's special, kind of like shampoo or shaving cream, or anything like hygienic, that's like, I only like to use this brand kind of thing. I would say pack a little bit extra. The BX there has those amenities for you, but it's a very like select section, kind of the standard like Dove, Axe. Yeah, it's a very, very limited selection, at least for the male products. I know they do have health products as well. There are medicine for like headaches, sleeping, female hygiene, and some other stuff. There's a whole like little mini like medicine aisle, but leg braces and all that stuff. So but yeah, when it comes to recommendations of hygienic stuff, if you have a certain brand that you guys like, bring extra. For me, my biggest thing was my razor blades. They do have razors there, they have razor blades there, but also again, it's a very limited selection, and I use the like Mach Turbo 3 with like the disposable heads or carts, whatever you want to call them. So they had the razor there, but you can only buy like the one razor and the one cart, but I like to buy like the, you know, multiple carts. So they didn't have that there, so that I had to order on Amazon and get there, and which also Amazon does ship there. Normally it takes about you'll order something and it'll say 3 weeks, but it actually gets there in about 2 weeks. I think the extra week is about like a grace period just in case something gets delayed. But yeah, so Amazon takes about 2 weeks to get there, depending on what it is. And obviously if it's like a rare thing, or like some items on Amazon takes like 3 weeks to ship normally, then add 2 weeks on top of that. But yeah, when it comes to, if you guys are curious what you can and cannot ship over there, that will be told to you before you get there. One recommendation for you as well is if you guys are into like smoking vapes or anything like that, you guys cannot ship vape juices over there, but you can bring them with you, from my understanding. So if you want to make some money, or if you just are an avid vapor or whatever you guys want to call it, I don't do that, but if you guys are, you know, really into that, or if you guys want to make some money, bring some over there, and yeah, sell it to anyone that's over 21, and or just use it for yourself. But that is something that I feel like someone will take advantage of. They do have cigars over there, and I think cigarettes, so that's not really a problem. But when it comes to vaping, the vape juices are not allowed to be shipped for whatever reason. So yeah, bring your own, sell it, use it, sell it to 21 and over, and yeah. All right, and for my last recommendation, I would suggest bringing sheets for you guys' living area. You guys can actually set up a privacy kind of like tent, and so like in your tent there's 6 bunks or 8 bunks, and you can cordon off your little area. Sorry, my dog is just making himself known. But yeah, you guys can make your own privacy areas, just if you guys want to shield yourself from the light or whatever. You can do it as a locker if you and your teammate are cool with that, or just as your personal bunk. You can also, there is a metal beam through the top. Excuse me. There's a metal beam through the top, so you guys can actually hang it off of that. My friend did that for the top bunk. I was on the top bunk. I didn't do it. It was whatever. The guy that was under me had his, how he set his up, blocked the front door for me, so I had no need to make my own. But yeah, that's my another recommendation. Bring extra sheets just to make yourself a little area, so you don't have to change in front of everybody else in your tent, or shield yourself from the light of people going in and out of your tent. If I didn't answer anything that you guys are looking for, if you guys have any other questions, or even if it's just something I did touch on but I just didn't go into enough detail about a certain specific thing, Feel free to leave a question below. I mean, I'll do my best to answer anything. If I can't answer it, I'm not going to give you something that's a lie. I'm just going to tell you that I don't know the answer. And if I know a way of finding it out, I'll recommend it to you. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully I helped you guys out, or at least gave you an idea of what to expect along with the visual aid of the pictures or videos that I did show. Also, I'll edit this in, never mind.
Alright, what is up guys? So this is a in the middle of editing add-in, but I forgot to mention to you guys that there is a laundry tent, and there's multiple of them. They're 24/7. They have washers, dryers. You guys can buy Tide Pods and dryer sheets at the BX, and I think there is like a bin of free detergent and laundry tents as well if that's something you're into. But I prefer the Tide Pods just because that's more safer route. I don't really know what the other detergent is, but yeah, forgot to add that in.
Yeah, if you guys have any other questions, please do just leave a comment down below, like, subscribe. If you guys are new to the channel, if you guys are finding this video just because of the topic, I do live streams that are gaming, and if you guys are into that, if you guys want some content while you're over there on your Wi-Fi, the base does have Wi-Fi. If you guys are into that, feel free to subscribe. And yeah, like I said, any other questions, let me know down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time. Peace. You want to say bye to your friends? Bye bye.